Hello and welcome to the start of a new day on the edge. And I'm saying it's the start of the new day because it is just before 6 o'clock at time of shooting this. So we've got another product from We, as you can see in front of us, the familiar We pouch. And again, I'm just showing this because you get a little extra something in the box, beyond just the normal cardboard box. So this did come in the cardboard box, the regular We pouch. Let's get that out the way and then open this handsome little knife and lay that down so you can have a good look at him while I go through some of the materials and specs. So what we've got here is a Gnar, Gnar, Gnar. So maybe I've had too much caffeine already. So this is a Matthew Degnan design, a designer out of the US. Reading on his background, he started designing and making knives in his garage. Apparently not spending too much time in the workshop anymore. He has a recording studio and he's doing audio post-production for TV and radio, but still doing a little bit of design for Wee knives. So in terms of materials, we've got blade steel of CPM S35VN. The handle is titanium, bronzed as you can see. Pocket clip, also titanium milled. And you can see a little logo on there, and I'm assuming that is Matthew Degnan's design, his little mark on that. The pivot cap, also titanium. On the other side, you can see the Wee logo on the pivot cap, as they always do on their knives. And then we have ceramic ball bearings, and then the screws and thumb stud are also in titanium, and you can see all that hardware is Torx, so no proprietary stuff on this as Wee's early knives used to do. So if you do want to take this apart, easy to do with standard Torx tools. Dimensions, let's flip him around and put it down like that. Dimensions, we've got a blade length of 70.6 millimeters. That's 2.78 inches. Blade thickness, 3.2 millimeters or 0.3 inches, I should say. And then you can see it keeps that width quite close to the end, a little bit of a taper in the end there, and then right at the end you can see the little edge showing that wraps around. Overall length is 175 millimeters, that's 6.88 inches. And then the handle thickness, the part that goes into your pocket, excluding clip, is 11.2 millimeters or 0.44 inches. Did I give the overall length in inches? 6.88? I think I did, yes. Weight of this guy, let's have a look quickly. I didn't write that down. Let's get my scale onto screen. There we go. Switch that on. Let's see, we're on grams. So in grams, what's the weight of this guy? So that is 106 grams and, go on, there we go, 3.7 ounces. So not too bad, a little bit of a weight on him, but not too bad. Right, so let's flip it open again and look a little bit at the design. So I see Blade HQ described this as a drop point. I don't see this as a drop point. I think it's more of a modified clip point. You can see that a little bit of an angle there and a nice belly to the knife. And it, in fact, has a little bit of that kind of harpoon shape as well. You can see the little up sweep there and then the sweep down. But nice shape nevertheless. Little flat piece on that side, and then you've got the swedge. Quite a deep grind. Interesting to see, they describe this as a satin finish, but you can see on that finish the grind lines running sort of vertically on that flat and then running back on the blade grind running this and almost pierced myself with the knife there. Quite interesting as well. I noticed, I saw this in the shop and I can pick it up a little bit now. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick this up, but it looks like that blade is just slightly bronze. It's almost got like a champagne tint to it. And I'm sure I'm not imagining that, but it looks really very attractive. So the handle itself has got these little diamond shapes machined or milled into it that provide a little bit of grip, and then you can see it's kind of framed around that, and then flat finish around the edge. So chamfered all the way around the edge there and finished in that stone washed bronze. And then the recessed parts are a little bit darker. Very, very attractive and slightly unusual finish to it. Same finish on the pocket clip. I mentioned the little logo on there, and then you can see how around that finger choil it slopes in a little bit and slopes down around the edges. So nice and comfortable in hand. You saw me flick it out there. It really flies out on those ceramic bearings, and a really nice sound to it as well. And in fact, I can try and spidey flick it without flicking the knife across the room and impaling my cupboard on the other side. No. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so he spidey flicks nicely as well. And if I can spidey flick a knife, then anybody can. Interesting design to the handle as well. You can see this little hunched back on it. Fits, oh boy. Oh my goodness me. Maybe that caffeine, there we go. Maybe that caffeine's starting to run out. That took a lot of concentration, and I had to pull my mouth just right to do that. Fits nicely in hand. In my medium-sized hand, you can see I can just get 4 fingers onto that. So if you've got any bigger hands, beefier hands, I mentioned my medium-sized hands, I wear a large glove, but any bigger hands, you are probably going to get your little finger dangling off the edge there. But probably still be able to get a good grip of that knife. It doesn't have a front finger choil, but there is an area, a little bit of a sharpening choil, I suppose, that you can see there. And you can get your finger onto that if you just sort of work cautiously. So for fine work, you can choke up on the blade pretty comfortably. Very, very nice feel in the hand. So on the lock, you've got the stainless steel insert. You can see the little torque screw holding. Can you? If I keep it on camera, torque screw holding that in. And then if we look inside there, you might be able to pick it up on camera. There is that little extension that is so often done. And if I turn it there, you might be able to just see it through the gap there. It is also looks to be bronze, so you can't really see it shining through. But there is the little extension to that insert that works as the over travel stop as well. So nicely integrated, very neat design. I think I have covered most of the things. I don't know if I mentioned that is a milled pocket clip. It is tip-up carry. And sorry, lefties, not reversible. 2 torque screws that hold that in. It does seem to be resting on top of that handle, and it doesn't look like, might be a little bit of a recess in there, but regardless, it's got the 2 torque screws, so it's not going to be moved, and you can see it arched slightly to follow the shape of that handle. Nice size, nice discreet size. If you again hold your mouth just right, you can flip it out, and if you hold your mouth in another way, then you can spidey flick it as well. So let's lay that down there, and I'm starting to get my fingerprints and smudges all over the blade. We can't have that. Let's give it a little bit of a wipe down for the money shot. Leave that there and do a little bit of a size comparison. So I'm going to be using my usual suspects. What is this thing called again? The Spyderco Manix 2 that I have been using. Flick him out there so you can see smaller than the Manix 2 and lighter than the Manix 2. Oh, that reminds me, I need to weigh. I did weigh him. So there you go. Get a sense of that. And then against the what is this? The Medford Slimity. bit smaller than that, maybe a little bit thicker, yeah, a little bit thicker than the Slim Midi. And then the other knife I've been using that I think a lot of people do know is the Benchmade Mini Barrage, and it's the same sort of size as that. So, you know, if you're looking for, or you do carry a knife, the Mini Barrage or something similar, this will suit you very nicely as well. Really nice EDC size knife. I think I've pretty much now gone through everything on it. So I just want to point out that the hardware is just slightly darker tone on that, but really attractive. The stonewash finish I always find so practical as well. You know, one of those obsessive compulsive types, when I scratch a knife, it really bugs me. And when you've got this kind of finish on a knife, a little bit of a scratch or two on that, you're really not going to see. So I'm kind of tempted by this as an EDC, because it's a good looker, quality product, but he's not going to show any scratches very easily. And I'm convinced that that blade has just a slight champagne tone to it, which is really unusual and really attractive. So again, this knife, not mine. It is on loan, as so often is the case, from Blades and Triggers in South Africa. I've mentioned that they have a national footprint. Really nice website. Check it out, Blades and Triggers, and a nice selection of knives. I specifically go to the Eastgate branch in Bedfordview in Johannesburg, suburb of Johannesburg. So if you're in South Africa, in fact, if you're touring, you're planning on coming out to South Africa, pop in there and see Bowen and his team. Nice bunch of guys, knowledgeable, helpful, friendly. Just nice hanging around there, chatting, and a nice selection of knives. In terms of the price in South Africa, not a cheap guy, 6,175 Rand. And I've seen him on Blade HQ for $227. One thing I didn't mention is there is another color on this. You get a completely black stonewash with the black stonewash blade, but I don't think nearly as attractive as this specific guy in these colors. Guys, thanks so much. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for popping by. If you liked this review, please do give me a like. Please subscribe. Only takes a second, doesn't cost you anything. And again, thanks so much for swinging by, and God bless.